Hey, everybody. We're live. Can't get over the music.
Game live stream.
No, I gotta do a hard reset on the music, Barney.
A hard reset?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I gotta turn it off so you stop dancing.
Okay, there we go.
Come on.
music.
Okay.
Party
No
foul.
music.
Party foul.
Just kidding.
Just bring it down a little bit, though. Let's bring it down a little bit.
Bring
What's up,
it
guys?
down.
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
Everybody, how's everybody doing? Barney, we have Barney back in the house.
Hello.
We have Logan.
What's up?
And we have James working remotely today.
Let's go.
James,
So-
the chat. The chat is full of crackers
Whoa.
for the soup.
So happy to see everybody here today. And yeah, does anybody want to weigh in on what the mystery game is tonight?
There's obviously,
What could
as
it be?
always, there's a couple hints within within the frame.
What's
First,
the theme?
We should recap. Yeah. So you haven't been here. You can talk about the mystery game and what that is, Barney.
You can't put that on me.
Finally, I had to do it last time and I sucked.
You should do it this
Okay.
time.
No.
What we'll do
I'll
is
do it
this.
next time.
I'll
do it
tell
next time.
everybody what mystery game live stream is, and then you can tell everybody what the whole idea behind the themes are.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
That's
Sure.
easy.
Sure.
So, all right. So if it's so easy, I'll let Logan do it.
Oh.
I'll do the themes.
Okay. So
I'll
Break
sit
it
back.
down.
I'll sit back and relax.
Let
for
'em-
those of you who are seeing us for the first time and or just running into this show, this is a talk show that we do once every 2 weeks called Mystery Game Livestream. And basically we are all retro gamers here and we all appreciate retro games, so much so that we decided, well, why don't we start showcasing retro games that were lesser known? And we kind of go out, we hunt them down, and it could be anything from like the mid 80s all the way through, I'm going to say mid 90s is probably as high as we've gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've played a game.
No, the
beyond
Wii.
Mid 90s, right?
Dude, what?
Oh, no, never mind.
The
if
Wii
we-
was like
Early
2008.
2000s. Early 2000s.
What if we played on
Well,
the Wii?
That's
last
considered
game.
retro,
Oh,
so that's
Castlevania.
like where
Yeah,
the
Castlevania
cutoff
Judgment.
is. Like after, beyond Wii and GameCube, I think is where we're going to cut it off, maybe.
We've also done what was the game we did on the PS2 for a movie tie-in?
King Kong.
We did King Kong on
Yeah.
the PS2. That was one of the newest games we played, I think.
Yes.
So we basically broken it down into themes, into seasons, which are which have themes. Mm-hmm. So what are the themes, Logan? Like, what's the idea behind that?
I mean, so we have like it's less themes and more seasons, I guess. We like to kind of add a little diversity to what we're playing, give you guys a little bit of that spice of
Each
video
season
game.
has a theme. So
Yeah, each season has a theme. So right now, I mean, so our last season was what? Platformers. We had a really extensive season of platformers. We went through all those, which if you haven't watched those, go back and watch those. There's some of our best episodes that we've done. And of course, this season is only going to get better. But right now we're doing like unknown games within large franchises, or I guess games that kind of got swept under the spotlight a little bit and didn't really get a lot of life.
which is why we even
Which is why we
decide to
showcase them to
them
begin
here.
with. Yeah, it's because we want to give them a chance, you know. And these are like this is a little out of the ordinary for what we typically do, because these are games that are like big titles. Like usually we like to do a lot of like more niche pick stuff that you guys have never heard of, but these are like big titles that like you didn't know that this game existed within like big franchises. Like think like if there was a Mario Bros game that nobody knew about, you know, like that would
So
be
that's
covered.
this season's theme.
That's this season.
Big franchises, lesser known games within big franchises.
Correct.
Which this was a challenge. This was hard to find because
It's been a blast.
everybody knows all the games in the big franchises, right?
It's a really interesting twist though for
Yeah.
us.
It's made
Yeah.
us work a little
It's so much
unorthodox.
fun. I love the challenge, you know, because
Yeah.
we were
It's
able
most-
to find.
And most of these are a surprise to us. too.
Yeah.
Once when we find them, we're like, oh, there was this game exists within this franchise that we all know very well.
Yeah,
Well, and just like
surprise.
anything that anybody's passionate about too, it's like it's really easy to rabbit hole. So it's like it's hard at a surface level until you find a couple, and then you start digging through, and then you're like, oh wait, this
They're
developer did these
everywhere.
games, and this game didn't exist, but then this developer worked on this game too, and they made this game that nobody knew existed, and like
Yeah.
you just find all these crazy like kind of like it's like almost like a web, and it's all kind of interconnected. And there's little games here and there that just never made the light. An interweb, yeah.
It's always we're in discovery mode, and it's so exciting because especially tonight's game, none of us have played it.
Oh yeah.
And I happened to collect this game like when I first started collecting it, because of the franchise. So I was collecting every game in the franchise I can get my hands on, even though I didn't necessarily play it. Wasn't on my radar. It looks like, oh, this is a cool cover art. I mean, it's cool. I have no idea what this game actually ties into or what it does.
What it's going to mean in the future.
Yeah, and then lo and behold, James actually made the recommendation for this game. Good on you, James, because we were going to play a different one.
Thank you, James.
We were going to play a different one within this franchise, and then we pivoted, and for whatever reason, and James mentioned this. I'm like, what? There's actually another one in the franchise that is lesser known.
And speaking of James, he is in the chat if anyone has any questions about nerdy aspects of the game and the history. James is the man to ask.
Be forewarned, he's not a man, he's a robot.
Yes. Battery-powered operating machine.
He's our resident researcher, and he is a robot for real.
He's due for an OS update.
And I don't know how he operates because his battery compartment has peanut butter cups in it.
He's long since
he's solar powered.
He's beyond batteries at this point.
Yeah.
Stick him in front of a window.
He's possessed.
He's soul powered.
Soul powered.
Because he's got a soul. He's been imbued with
like
a soul.
Soul Calibur.
Yes, exactly. He's a weapon imbued with a demonic soul.
Do you want to show James for a second? We can show him on the camera.
Yeah, he's actually here in the room with us today. He's streaming via the
but he's shut down right now. He's
satellites.
He's logged into the chat in the digital world, but his physical form is shut down.
He's having an out-of-body experience right now.
Yeah, he's in the ether right now.
Yeah,
he's flying.
He is.
His wheels are going to fall off if you do that.
James is going to say in chat here in a minute.
I think he's getting really nauseous when you do that part.
He's going to get motion sick.
Yeah. Hey, Spicy Collector. So happy to see you.
Welcome
and
to
Jordan.
chat.
Jordan is in the house.
What's up? Shout out JoJo.
JoJo's here. Fantastic.
Who's drumming Moose?
New name?
Welcome, drumming Moose.
What's up?
So yeah, let's get some ideas going here. Let's get some ideas. Who has an idea about tonight's game? We know.
I do.
We know a few things. We know the franchise.
Yep.
We know that.
I know the franchise.
Well, no, we don't know it. We know it's a big franchise game.
I know it.
There's some color scheme going on here too. So there's a little hint. Color scheme.
Yeah,
the color scheme's a tough one though.
If any of you guys know, if you guys watch the promo, the ad that we put out before every stream, this one actually had the music from the
soundtrack.
The soundtrack.
It would be pretty impressive if anyone could identify it from that, but
yeah,
it was there. It was there. James has a hint. Go ahead, James. Share your hint.
Drop your hint, brother.
Once you've stopped feeling dizzy from your little flight.
James, is it all caps? Is that like robot way of typing? Is that robot typing?
He's just really excited about it.
Yeah, okay. He's very excited about this hint.
Very excited about the hint.
Where's Bruce and Steph? Did they forget?
Good question.
Maybe I should ping them and see if they forgot that we're having it tonight.
Spot.
And let's just see if we can get some ideas.
Spot is James's clue. Not sure if I know who Drumming Moose is. That's Quinn. Welcome, Quinn.
And Quinn, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it greatly. I think you'll enjoy tonight's game because of the franchise.
Escaflown. How do you say that? Escaflowne? Escaflowne?
Barney, how was your trip to the UK?
It was wonderful. I swam in the sea.
If you bring back like one good memory.
Beans.
The best one, most favorite thing that you had.
Oh, swimming in the ocean with my mum.
That's so cool.
It was beautiful.
Did you have good weather?
Absolutely gorgeous the whole time. We had one day where it rained.
It's unheard of in the UK.
Which, yeah, like I would have think it was the opposite.
It was insane. It was absolutely beautiful weather the whole time.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Meant to be.
Yep.
Amazing. Well, we missed you, and we're happy to have you back. This is going to be a really fun episode. This is going to be a really out-of-pocket game. I don't know if you guys are like fully prepared for how weird this game is.
Should we tell them what it is?
Yeah, let's.
I think we should do the reveal, and hopefully Bruce and Steph will get on.
We'll see them in the future. They'll be here.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Bam.
Dirge of Cerberus.
Dirge of Cerberus, guys. This is and what does it say underneath that? Under the title, Barney?
Final Fantasy
VII. Highly regarded.
Yep, this game is linked to
the past. Sorry.
Final Fantasy VII. It's based in the same universe as that, but it is in fact I'm led to believe a first-person shooter.
Yeah. Let me do a little background on this.
The Fortnite.
So this is actually a 2006 action role-playing third-person shooter. Actually, third person.
So it is like Fortnite.
Yes,
but this is the only exactly shooter in the entire franchise.
Yeah. This is probably the only RPG out of the whole, or a non-RPG out of the whole franchise.
And I'll explain why in a minute. I'll explain why in a minute. It's really interesting. There's a reason for that. But this is part of that Final Fantasy meta series that we just talked about. The original disc format there that Barney showed is the original PS1 game of the Final Fantasy VII, which is an iconic game.
Yeah, look at Cloud and his giant sword.
Yeah. Playing on hardware today.
Playing on PS2,
it's a PS2
baby,
game.
which is one of the most popular consoles right now.
For the right reasons. It's just such an underrated console. So good. So good.
And we're playing on original hardware, of course. And the game is set 3 years after the events of the original game.
Okay.
So it focuses on one of the game's playable characters, which is Vincent Valentine.
Spoilers for anyone who hasn't played Final Fantasy VII or doesn't know how it ends.
Right.
There may be some spoilers there.
Well, yeah.
No!
And so in the story, Vincent is targeted by Deepground, a mysterious organization that plans to awaken a creature known as Omega, and with the ability to destroy the planet. So
that's never a good thing.
We'll talk about the gameplay in a minute, but I think what I wanted to share with you is the development of the game, which is very interesting. So when Final Fantasy VII began development, Square Enix staff agreed that one title from the compilation of Final Fantasy VII was not enough to cover the entire world. And so before they released Crisis before they released Crisis, Dirge of Cerberus and Crisis Cores were conceived so as to embrace more aspects of the game. And the producer, Yoshinori Kitase, decided that Dirge of Cerberus had to be a shooting game based on his own love for first-person shooters, and the challenge provided for the developers that would eventually improve on their skills because of the development of this game. So they're kind of like off the beaten path, like, let's do something else.
Set as a kind of a challenge.
Yeah, super cool.
That they surpassed.
And,
or did they? We've yet to see.
That's what we're here to test.
Yeah,
up to snuff.
We might find out that they kind of failed.
They should stick to MMOs. Yeah.
So we're just going to go a little bit, jump back and forth here because this is really interesting stuff. So fun facts about the name of the game: Cerberus, often called Hound of Hades, is a three-headed dog from Greek mythology.
Yes.
So we had this
talk. Is the logo of the game? You can see there's a head on either side and in the middle.
We had this talk at dinner tonight, so somebody picked up on that, right? And so Cerberus. So who Cerberus was in Greek mythology was the guard dog of the gates of the underworld to prevent the dead from leaving. And the name Cerberus is actually derived from the Proto-Indo-European word Kerberos, which is thought to mean spotted or speckled.
Interesting.
So it can be said that the Hound of Hades, his name is Spot.
Oh, that's why James said
and that's
Spot.
why James's hint was before, which nobody got because you have to get into that kind of level of depth.
Yeah, you got to know like mythology at that point.
I would have never guessed.
No, I would have never guessed. But that's still a very clever hint.
And so another interesting thing is that due to the negative reception of the game in Japan, the game's system was significantly modified for international release. And it basically aimed to make it more appealing for the broader audience. So my question is, and maybe James knows the answer, why was it not accepted in Japan or less negatively received?
It might have been too violent.
Maybe just, I think maybe the audience, I feel, my answer to that is, this is just speculation, is that everybody wants, when you think Final Fantasy, the love of that whole, series is that it's an RPG, it's a role-playing game, and it is...
James did say that this game retains many RPG aspects. So
it does,
we'll
it
see.
does. It does, to an extent. But it also, it's not turn-based battle. So I don't know, maybe the purists, the Final Fantasy purists didn't like that.
Right. I could definitely see
was
that
a
being
departure
the case.
from that.
It's a completely different style of game.
So it's a good question. And so they actually made some changes, though, for international release, and that included changes to aiming, weapon customization, movement. The game's soundtrack features 2 theme songs written and performed by Gakt Komui, who even has a cameo as Genesis in the game's secret ending, which we won't get to today, unfortunately, because we only do a sampling of the game.
You never know. Don't count... you can count on Logan to do
Beat
his
a game.
best.
I have my doubts.
Hey, man, I've beaten games on this stream before. Come on. This is foreign territory.
Yeah. So just really interesting stuff.
Should we get stuck into it?
We should. We should talk a
gameplay?
little bit about the gameplay, just so that Logan is aware
Yep.
of some things that he's going to encounter here. But yeah, that's a really interesting history. I love the graphics of this game. So the action is viewed from an over-the-shoulder perspective, similar to Resident Evil 4.
And Fortnite.
In Fortnite. Battle Royale.
I wouldn't know. I just traded in my copy of Fortnite.
Yeah, you did. Your physical copy of Fortnite. That's
It's
crazy.
I had it for 2 days.
It's free to
No.
play.
It was
I
in
had
a
it
box.
for 2 days.
It was in a box. I didn't even...
Yeah, we all know you're a secret Fortnite addict. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, dude's like MLG
Begging
Builder
for-
Pro.
He's begging for V-Bucks on the street corner.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker, though, and this is also, I don't want to read this. Logan, you can actually play... You can switch to first person.
Oh, heck yeah. That's what
Okay.
I'm going to do.
Okay. And so this is an action role-playing game featuring real-time battles. And you have a HUD showing information such as hit and magic points, and currently selected item and its quantity, etc., etc.
He'll be able to figure all this out.
Well, yeah, he will. Just a couple things. Vincent's equipment consists solely of his weapon, which can contribute to his armor rating and enhance his stats through customization. Vincent has 3 basic gun frames
Hence
available
the
to him.
RPG elements.
So you got 3 guns. You got a 3-barreled handgun called Cerberus, obviously,
Hey.
a rifle called Hydra, and a machine gun called Griffin. And there are several different barrels available throughout the game, short, regular, and long, with the longer barrels allowing easier long-range targeting, but reducing Vincent's movement speed due to their weight.
Makes sense.
So, cool physics.
Standard weapon balancing, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Accessories can be attached to the weapons, including a sniper scope, charms that can increase Vincent's defense and decrease the weight of the gun, and materia, which enable magic shots with special properties that consume Vincent's magic points.
Interesting.
Ammunition capacity can also be increased throughout upgrades.
I think we
All right, I think
we
that's
know enough to get into it. And
I do agree with you on that.
learn through playing.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty, you want to switch the audio over there?
Perfect timing.
Dirge of Cerberus. So dirgy.
Yeah, Every PlayStation owner's worst nightmare. Waiting for the PS2 card.
Loading from CDs.
When I was a kid, I had one, and I remember the first time I got an error code from my SD card.
Oh, from
or
your
not
memory,
my SD,
your
but
memory
my
card?
memory card. Yeah, where all of a sudden it just stopped reading, and I couldn't for the life of me fix it, and then I never played it again.
Apparently, you can play this game with the keyboard and mouse peripheral on the PS2.
That's
Does
insane.
the PS2 only work with the keyboard and mouse that was released for it
Yeah.
specifically?
Well, yeah. There's no. Although I guess maybe there's USB ports on the front.
Yeah. I wonder if you can use anything else on it.
Hook up my Keychron to it. It'd be crazy. Okay, looks good. How do I continue?
Back.
Sick.
Here we go.
I want to shoot stuff.
Let's definitely watch this cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we missed the whole cutscene. The intro. Unfortunately.
Come on, hurry up! And
This
try
is a
not to drop
cutscene.
anybody this time. Report!
Evac complete. All injured have been moved to the transports.
Okay, let's get out of here! Just remember to keep on guard until you're clear of the red zone.
That's a crazy outfit for that
How about
weather.
you?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what everybody's thinking.
It's
That's an
really warm
insane
weather.
outfit.
It's just windy.
I don't know, man.
It's Final Fantasy for you.
But Yuffie,
I know.
I want you to check the
I
Mako
love Final
cannon.
Fantasy.
But
Wow,
we
that guy's
already-
voice. That's Vincent, right?
Yeah.
what the?
Just as I thought.
Just as I
Hold on.
thought.
Hold on.
It was really
This
good.
is crazy. There's no way anybody could be up there. No!
Yuffie, rendezvous with Cloud and the
What's
others.
your favorite scary
It looks
movie?
like I still have some work to do.
Hey, whoa! Vincent! Get out of there! I have a bad feeling about this!
Yeah.
Run, Vincent, run.
That audio Foley work. Someone had to run up
Some stairs for
run
that.
up a
Yeah.
fire escape.
Sprinting. Rest in peace, bro.
He dead?
Yeah, that wind just took him out.
He's just having a nap. Oh, now he's gonna be dead.
Dang. He just used up all of his mana.
What happened?
Lightning?
Vincent needs to throw lozenge materia.
Vincent!
Oh, and she's got a sweet bike.
It's like a full-length movie right there.
Right? I can't
Going to
wait.
commercial break.
I can't wait for the sequel. Oh, here we go.
This is the sequel.
There is actually a widescreen cutscene that I was referring to that we didn't see.
So
that
that
starts before the game.
So that was, well, yeah, we could have to. People can look that up.
Yeah.
But
Still, this is so cinematic. It's
that was the end of Final Fantasy VII. We were just around the time of, right?
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
And now this is 3 years later.
So,
I just hear Barney now.
we meet again. Lucrezia.
She said sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Why? I'm the one who should apologize.
You just imagine them recording these lines, and they're like, "No, slower,
3 weeks ago,
slower."
our crew left for Midgard.
Dude's got a Motorola.
Still remain unknown.
It's a Razor.
Happened down there?
Yeah.
Tonight, for the first time,
The
we
best
bring you the
Motorola
final
ever.
That's a cool
transmission
Straight up.
scene before all contact was lost.
For the past 3 years, this door has remained sealed. However, that seal is about to be broken. There are no records of this place located deep beneath the Shinra building, another of the company's secrets revealed recently. According to investigative reports, there is evidence that thousands of people were once transported here. If rumors of the Shinra company conducting human experiments are true, then this may be where those nefarious deeds were carried out. To bring you this exclusive footage, Channel 7 News has teamed up with volunteer organization... Oh, wait, I think I see something. Hey, here they go! So beautiful!
Look at that!
Yay! The carnival's in town.
Can I shoot stuff here?
Maybe you'll shoot balloons to start to
Pull some
learn.
Red Dead Redemption type stuff.
This is incredible.
Brawling in the streets.
Never seen any of this.
This is an insane cutscene. Like this whole from top to bottom, the whole thing is just like this is a lot for an intro.
Oh,
What the heck was that?
that's what I was gonna say.
America. Whoa, that's cool.
These bad guys, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say
yeah,
so.
they are. Most definitely.
It's all about perspective, I suppose. But
Oh gosh. Let's not get Final Fantasy political in this chat. I get to shoot stuff. Oh, so excited. Dang, you've got moves.
I'm gonna be disappointed if you can't move like that in the game.
You already know I won't be able to.
Get in there! Move it!
Oh, we made him mad now.
He's dirging.
He's about to dirge his Cerberus.
About the Dirge of Cerberus, bro. That's a crazy drop. Oh my gosh. That's insane. I'm dirging my Cerberus right now.
What's going on?
Wow, those graphics changed up quick.
Right, now we're in game.
Yeah, no, we're actually
They're
in
still
game
pretty-
engine.
they're
They're
still
still pretty
pretty-
good.
they're
They're
pretty
still pretty
nice.
good. PS2 perspective wise, this is good.
Yeah.
This is really good.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty.
Found you.
But I always forget Final Fantasy VII was on the PS1.
Yeah.
Nuts.
And that's also got really good graphics
It
for
really
a
does.
PS1.
Yeah,
It's
it
amazing.
looks incredible.
Square Enix, you know.
It's a clever
Yeah, they're
mix of
insane.
like preset videos and overlaid graphics. But
Am I doing something here?
yeah, shoot it. Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
How? It's just automatically.
Oh, you're getting shot.
Yeah, I don't know how to shoot.
Triggers? Can you move?
I'm trying.
Is the controller connected?
No.
I think you need to resync.
I did.
Ah, there we go.
There you go.
What the hell?
Do you need to look up? Do you need to look up the controls?
I guess I just gotta run.
Well, he's just gonna learn them. You're using the joystick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
shoot him?
I'm out of ammo.
Are you getting haptic?
No, you have ammo.
How do I shoot then?
I don't know. I thought you had ammo. Maybe not.
Need to collect it.
Oh, it's the bumper.
Spread out and back up.
Oh,
That feels good.
that's such
Are
a
you
nice.
Until I died.
Are you getting haptic?
Game over, man.
No, there's no haptic in
and
this.
that's all we have time for this week. Thank you for
Hold
watching.
on, I'm just gonna switch. I want the whole experience. This is an OG, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, chat. Hold
Switching
on one sec.
switching controllers?
I'm switching to an original PlayStation controller.
Oh, is that one third party that you were just using?
Yeah, wireless. Yeah.
Just careful not to power it down when you're doing that.
Oh, I know. I'm being very careful.
Are you in port 1?
Yeah.
Is he gonna let you hot swap the controllers?
I guess not. How do I go about this?
You have to reset it.
Where's the reset?
But then are we gonna be able to skip the cutscenes?
Oh, I'm sure. I'll figure it out. You guys get to see a boot up. That's my bad, guys. I'm sorry.
That glorious.
That controller
sound.
was causing me a little bit of issue. It kept disconnecting while I was playing.
Yeah, that's no good.
Now we can watch that cutscene I wanted to watch.
Oh gosh.
More cutscene.
It's okay.
I was gonna
We don't-
say
we don't
we're
have to
running
just
we're
skip
running a
over to
little
the
bit
game.
on time here. I want to get some gameplay in.
Yeah.
All right, come on, let's move.
Do you have your analog light on?
No.
Okay, I was just curious.
Should it be?
No, not necessarily.
Yeah, does that make any difference?
Well, I was just wondering, just making sure this controller's good.
Is this the cutscene?
Yeah. We don't have to watch it, it's okay. But this is a beautiful thing.
I don't know if I can skip this.
Controller's not working.
Yeah. Yeah, this controller doesn't work.
What's up, Bruce? Hey, hey. It's all good. Welcome. We've had one brief run through, but now we're having controller issues, so we're just getting set up again.
Y'all hear me? Hell yeah. How you guys doing? Any Final Fantasy gamers in there in the chat? Anybody ever played this before?
Tater Tot did recognize it.
Yeah.
Oh no, she was just reading the. She was just reading the title.
Beautiful.
Got me. Got me
Logan?
with your sarcastic ways.
Logan, you are the first person to ever use that controller right now.
Yeah, it's working really well.
Literally, that came out of an old stock box,
What?
Is this an OG?
an original.
That's so cool.
That's incredible. Yeah, this is Oh. Feels nice. I want to skip that.
Skip it. Let's get to the game. Skip
Let
it,
me
skip it.
Die immediately.
Take two. No, the first one didn't count.
Yeah, it was
He
setting
fell
me up
into
for
a
failure.
sea of flames and couldn't swim.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, you did just stand there getting shot for like 2 solid minutes at the beginning, so that
true.
probably accounted for most
A
of the
lot of the
damage.
health, yeah.
You could probably skip ahead to that.
That's what I'm
point.
doing. I just did.
Okay.
He has to skip. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Now you're shooting back. Oh, beautiful. Like a little shooting gallery up there. This is much better already. Have you figured out how to switch into first person? No.
No.
I love how that was just like a conversation. He was like, shot you twice and then you shot him back. Just like a reply. Oh, nice. He must have hit an exploding barrel or something.
This is so not typical for a Final Fantasy.
No, this is very foreign.
Area clear.
The sensitivity is very difficult to work with. I like fighting. Not in real life, though. I might cry if you do.
Now where am I supposed to meet Reeve?
Right.
We're trying to get it a bit brighter.
Cool.
It's just a little bit dark.
Yeah, it's better now.
Oh,
We
yeah.
look super bright. I think you adjusted our brightness.
Oh, just the whole scene. My bad.
Protect the civilian.
Spread out.
There we go.
Pretty good.
That was just the game. Some solid
This
AI
is
there.
crazy.
Mako
Mako
point.
points discovered. So many areas absorb Mako energy. Mako energy is used to power up to. Just okay, that's what that is. Okay.
Activate the materia. Oh,
what Madonna's all
You can
about.
have fire bullets or electric bullets or whatever else.
I am a materia girl.
In the materia world.
I am a materia girl. Right. Let's see this.
He's coming over here.
There's a dog right there that just ran past. Oh, good
That
shot.
was nice.
Good shot.
That's what that is. So the materia is a little extreme.
Oh boy.
How far back is it sending me?
Calculating points. Oh, you just leveled up
I guess.
for shooting a barrel. Or maybe it was for that sweet shot on the dog. I think that was it.
Yeah, that might have been that
I
trick
think that
shot
got
there.
You, I think that got you some
Dude, that would
XP.
be like an achievement unlocked.
Right?
Holy loading. Alright. Not too far back, right where we were.
Wait, are they civilians? They're civilians.
They are civilians.
I love the graphics.
I think the soundtrack is also fitting.
Yeah. Very dramatic. You got a lightsaber too? Or it's just the trails from your little dagger? He's already dead!
Nah, I want to make sure.
Yeah, it's still stuck in my head too.
He's coming over here!
Don't shoot the barrel. Oh, you got him in the ankle.
Just in case.
Just so it doesn't happen by accident later.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Gotta use your card key. Do you have one?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you gotta go back and find one. Oh, where are these people coming from? There's a card key.
I was gonna say I knew one of them will have it dropped.
Where did he even come from, though? He just appeared.
Who knows? Everybody's a threat.
Just shooting this.
Danger, danger. I'm just going out to walk my dog, and then here comes Vincent, or whatever his name
You
is.
just got a limit break.
So
Well, you always walk backwards so far away from people when they start attacking.
I have no clue. Don't ask questions.
I just see you running away and shooting. Like they're already dead. Whoa! Nice.
I think you just switched to first person for a second.
I did.
Kung Fu onto that guy's head.
I gotta figure out how I did that.
Is it not triangle? My first guess would be triangle.
And then I pull up and just bam right in the kid.
Shoot first, ask
Yeah,
questions
see,
later.
I'm about to. It's crazy for a game.
Whoa. It's gonna eat her face?
Apparently, not if I have anything to say about it. I'm gonna shoot that face off so that dog can't eat it.
James, how does he go into first person mode?
Oh, there. Bring that menu back up. Customize. Config. Probably config. Yeah. Oh, no. Control settings.
It should be a real time.
There's more
button.
pages on that screen. Press R2 and L2, there's more pages. On the options. If you go back into the options screen.
Hold on, I've got this. I don't know what I just did. That was probably a waste of something. Yeah, probably.
You have like demon form now.
Damn. That's pretty sick.
That is pretty sick. Give me some people to mess up.
You could probably break into one of those cages
Maybe. Definitely not.
from the door.
No, I got this guy though.
You should be getting haptic feedback somewhere.
I am.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's subtle.
See, they're locked inside. Try to break through the actual door.
He just did. Doesn't seem to.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. I've calmed down.
It's worn off.
Thought you could sneak up behind me? No way, Jose. What the heck? We get it.
Yes, it did, James.
Shoo! Bless me.
You mentioned that you can play in first-person mode.
I accidentally activated it. I don't know how I did. That's how.
That's better.
It's thumbstick. Clicking in the thumbstick.
That makes sense.
I don't like this as much.
Yeah, I could see why. It's just
It's boring. You don't have like a gun view. Or like an actual eye point view.
Right.
It's just a screen
It's just
with
a
a
screen,
with a target.
yeah.
That's crazy. Locate the card key.
oh, at least you have a map. You know how to return to the map if you need.
You already
Yeah.
you already have the card key.
It's although this game is so linear that I don't think it's gonna be an issue. What the heck?
That doesn't seem to be the ideal way of dealing with people.
No, but if I was maybe
more
facing
of
them,
a-
it would work.
It's more
If
of
you're
a
out of
it's
ammo,
more of a backup.
that's what you got.
This is back the way I came. That's the room we need the card key for. I already messed up some dudes over here, unless... No, get up.
You should be alright.
Thank you.
So extra, dude.
You should be alright.
You should be alright. Waff's cape.
Stop crying, kid.
Yeah. Batman swoops. Oh.
Sniper scope.
Somebody help!
I get it. Sniper scope is just aim assist.
Oh,
What is it?
Aim assist.
that's cool.
So it auto locks
I'm
on
still
targets
alive.
from farther distances.
Thank you so much.
Damn.
Wow, you were close enough to that?
That's what I'm saying.
That's crazy. Let's go some reach.
Oh, I've been using... Oh, gosh. Dang it. I don't know where to go.
Gotta go back to where you needed the key card.
Did I get the key card?
Yep. Yeah, you just pick one up.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. Thank you for noticing that. We're a team over here at It's Just a Game. I'm using aimbot. I'm building. Victory Royale. Oh, what the heck? Jeez.
There you go. Point blank to the
Dude,
face.
yeah, to the head.
I love that noise. They're like, ooh.
Let's go.
Something so amusing about the noises they make.
Oh.
Long barrel. Let's go.
Is it just an upgrade, or
You should be able to switch weapons.
how would I go about that?
Now they'll all stop complaining about how short your barrel is, Logan.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. Hey man, I'm trying to Fortnite right now. Was I supposed to leave?
I think you gotta build.
Shut up.
The ring's moving.
Shoot, the storm's coming.
The storm is coming.
Was I supposed to go maybe that way? No. Well,
Is there anything that... No.
No.
What's downstairs? Is there anywhere you can go further? Oh, there you go.
I didn't know I could open doors in this game.
Yeah. You have the technology.
Technology.
Press X to open. Press X to Jason.
Here we go. Good boss fight to end it off.
Think it's gonna be a boss fight? You versus this ship?
Maybe. Yeah, my haptic feedback's going crazy right now.
They've identified you as a target, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think they liked me. Yeah.
Dragonfly. And we got some sweet boss music to go with it. Yeah. Look out for those barrels. I bet you gotta
Where is
shoot
this
those
guy?
barrels when it goes near it. Oh,
Oh my god.
Damn.
Where'd you
Took
come
a
from?
missile to the butt.
Look, your cape's all ripped.
I know.
It always was. It's got a very Soul Reaver thing going on.
Where is it coming from?
It's a good question. Also, where did it go?
I don't even know, Cotton Eye Joe.
Look out, the barrels are going to explode.
It's coming from above, obviously.
Obviously. But it's not. Oh, there it is. There it is. Just shoot into someone's house. You're not doing any damage. I think you gotta wait for it to come down and then shoot barrels underneath it or something. Or use your sniper shot.
When you turn into the bigger
Whoa!
version of
Oh yeah,
that,
can you do the limit break?
maybe it gives you better power.
I don't know how I did that last time.
Oh man, that snare. What's the meter? The musical meter of this track.
Oh,
gosh.
it's just a 4/4.
It's not.
He's right, it's not. I can't tell what it is right now.
You guys are crazy.
Wow, the size of that
3,
move.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's a big
Look at
move.
that. It's so cool.
It's my Final Fantasy.
The graphical depth in this is just ridiculous.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
You're supposed to die, Mr. Bond.
I was gonna say you're supposed to survive.
Oh, you're
That's
doing
doing
damage.
damage.
You're doing damage.
Come on.
It's just too far away when it's up
I gotta
there.
wait till it's low, yeah.
What about your sniper shot? Does that not work?
Oh
Whoa.
my gosh.
Ow.
Wow. That actually made me move my head.
Oh, I had to reload.
Is that your only weapon right now?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, I've tried every button combination that I could find.
James, how can you switch weapons?
You have to go. You have to go into the menu to do your long barrel. I think you have to configure it in there. That's the RPG elements. You have to configure and equip stuff. You can't just press a button in the game. There's the item and customize. Yeah, you have long barrel, sniper scope. Oh no, that's
Definitely
just
don't
discard.
They're already attached then.
Yeah, it must be.
There's a way to activate it.
There's not though.
You definitely need a long barrel for that thing.
My barrel looks pretty long.
Right now you're using a handgun.
Where does it say that?
You got it halfway down.
Now you have a chain gun. You did it. You changed something.
Item. Yeah, you've got it down to half health. Just need to keep going. Oh, or maybe that's all you need to do.
Or it's the second phase.
Nice. Enjoy your pizza and wings.
I saw the comments. Enjoy it. That sounds awesome right now.
Right?
All right, the L2 button toggles weapons. L2. Logo.
So left trigger.
Yep. So you only have this weapon? Oh
Yeah.
no, see it changes the number. Yeah, now you're 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It goes onto 2, so that's different apparently. Yeah, see that one's a machine gun.
That's what you're going to need to defeat that thing, but I don't know that you need to defeat it at this point when they've already lowered themselves.
Oh!
Unless it's still firing at you from above.
Still firing at me from above.
Okay. Well, this is the
Oh,
weapon
it's
you
nearly
need.
dead.
Yeah, this is how you do it.
That was much quicker.
Yeah,
Let's go.
that's pretty insane.
That was a fun fight.
The physics here over the top. Wow.
Just jumped through a door, deftly escaping 4 missiles.
You guys want to jump into ratings? Call it?
Yep.
I think that's a good ending.
Yep.
All right.
Maybe we should just watch this cutscene, this next one.
That's okay.
Vincent Valentine.
Ooh.
We found you.
Is this the one?
Yes.
Some Matrix type stuff. All right, we leave you with a little cliffhanger there.
Is this the one? Yeah, this is... Bruce is comparing it to Devil May Cry. And that's certainly, like...
It's a similar vibe.
Yeah, but it's a
Better.
stark comparison because Devil May Cry seems a lot better.
So much better. It's such a good game.
But Bruce still gives it a 4 out of 10 because Final Fantasy.
I'd give it... You guys want to start with me? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to say the controls were a little ish, I won't lie. Aiming was a total pain in the butt, but the graphics were sick. The cutscenes were, like, made it for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Final Fantasy. I'll give it, like, a solid, like, 7. I'll give it a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
That's kind of high,
It is kind of high.
I feel like.
I'm feeling generous today.
Fair enough.
I thought it has a good, like, I could see this game having, like, a good, like, cult following kind of deal. Like, it's got a really solid story to it.
People who are really into Final Fantasy will want to
Like, it's
experience
just
this
an
as
added
part of the
lore
story.
piece to, and
especially
it's like,
Final Fantasy VII, which is one of the most popular.
yeah, exactly. And it's also, you got to keep in mind, it's PS2. Like, it's not going to be Xbox level, like, tactics, or like,
but Devil May Cry
PlayStation
was
5,
Devil May Cry 3 was on the PS2, and
that is a better game.
Yeah.
That is a better game, but I feel like this game didn't have a lot of effort put into it. Like, it feels like it was very, like, low cost kind of, like, side project of a main franchise.
Yeah.
Gave off that kind of vibe.
It was a challenge, like you've all said, which James said, was that it was a challenge to the production team, and they weren't necessarily geared up to make a game like this, and didn't have any experience in that field, but they put something together.
Spicy says 5.5.
Yeah.
And Drumming Moose says 5 to 6.
5 to 6, right. Really seems like the game for the hardcore Final Fantasy fan.
I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to go to a 6. 7 is a little too high for me. Now that I think over it.
I feel like 7 is too high.
6 is a good spot. I was so tossing it up between 6 and 7, and I was like, I'm feeling generous. I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go 6. Now that I look at it from, like, a bigger picture, yeah, it's a 6 through and through.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't do 0.5s.
There you go.
All right, Barney, get into it.
Tater says 4, by the way. Why?
Yeah.
What's the reasoning? I'm not sure I understood.
I was so looking forward to this, but because of Vincent Valentine, Final Fantasy, she's a fan of Vincent Valentine and his smoky voice. But I'd say 4 out of 10 because Final Fantasy as well. So she was looking forward to it, but was disappointed. But ultimately, because it's Final Fantasy, it still gets a 4.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what does that mean? Like
That it would have been a way worse score if it wasn't Final Fantasy.
Yeah, the game
The game
itself
sucks, kind of.
doesn't stand up to a 4 out of 10, but just because it's Final Fantasy, it does.
Yuval's going to give it a 10 watch.
I'm going to give it a 5 for the story and cutscenes.
The effort was put into the lore, I feel, with
Yeah.
this game. Like,
Always.
you can tell that, like, the lore was where all the, like, the storytelling is, like, the number one priority for the game.
Yeah.
And it's like gameplay is like a second, like, additive.
And I'm always a gameplay kind of gamer. The music's good
Yeah.
too. We always take that into account, and the music is good. But yeah,
Music's fire.
5 out of 10 just for being Final Fantasy and the storytelling. What's your score, Yuval?
well, what's James's score? We don't have a rating from him.
James, what you giving it?
And I'm going to say 7.
Dang.
7?
Fair. Fair.
enough.
I was
tossed it.
very impressed with the cinematics, the graphics. I mean, I was literally moving when stuff was moving on the screen. Gunshots, the sound effects. You mentioned the Foley work.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I disagree completely when Logan says no effort was put into it.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
if you play with the
I'm not gonna
thumbsticks,
use
like, the sensitivity is dog shit.
He's talking about the gameplay.
I know. I'm talking about the sensitivity of the gameplay. Like,
I wasn't
the
using the
joystick sensitivity.
controls. But if you just sat in my seat, just watching it,
Oh,
I
I'm
felt like
sure
I was watching
it
a
looked awesome.
movie.
Yeah, It's
And
visually appealing.
I wanted to
piece.
continue watching it before you were like, I don't want to play anymore.
Well, I thought that was a good ending point.
Well, I'm just saying, I wanted to continue watching it. It captivated my interest for sure. Every aspect of the game. So I'm giving it a 7, and why it's less than an 8 or 9 is because I'm taking in consideration some of your points as well, and from the player's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it loses 3 points for that. But from a spectator's perspective, and the music and the sound
Oh,
and
dude, as a
everything,
spectator's
cinematically,
perspective, that's why I considered
game is
giving it a
gorgeous.
7 to begin with, is because of the spectator's perspective of like just all of it all together, like from somebody like a bystander point of view, is phenomenal. It's awesome. But in the gamer's seat, like the gameplay is what brought me down to a 6
Yeah,
rather
you-
than a 7. Was
you
just
gotta-
because
you
the
gotta take that into
gameplay,
account.
the physicality of the game, it was just the sensitivity of like aiming. I'm sure you guys could see like when I was aiming, like it was impossible to like pinpoint a specific spot to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was constantly moving back and forth, trying to like dial it in. The
James
sensitivity
gives
is
it
just rough.
6 as well, and he says somewhat fun gameplay and nice storyline, but kind of clunky.
Yeah,
so-
very clunky.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess all in all, when we average everything up, we're above average.
Yeah, give it a
Score.
6.
Pretty
6 all
middling,
around. I would
Pretty
give it.
middling score.
Say all together, I'd say 6 is probably the most standout. Anything 6 and 5, I've been hearing a lot of,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
so we'll call it that. But
Logan, arguably though, you're not used to a PS2 controller, right?
no, I mean I'm used to all PlayStation
Yeah,
controllers.
Okay.
That's the console I grew up on. My first console was a PS1.
But are you used to like a brand new, non-broken in one?
I
Because
mean,
that's what that is.
yeah, mine was pristine growing up.
Okay.
It was like this, like it was kind of weird because
I'm just messing
it
with
was
you.
in like almost this condition. My dad kept his stuff like pristine.
Yeah.
Never let it out. It stayed in a case
Good way to be.
until it was played. And it was played very brief.
Will you continue playing the game?
Oh, I would 100%. Yeah. Like if I had this at home, I'd be playing all night. Like
That's the telling sign of a
that's
good
why
game right
that's why I
there.
gave it above
So,
a 5.
yeah.
Is because if I didn't want to go home
Barney?
and play it, then I wouldn't give it anything higher than a 5.
Would you
That's
wanna-
usually my rule of thumb.
Would you want to give a crack at this game, Barney?
Yes, but I'm not particularly. Like, if I had
you're
a-
not going above and
If I had
beyond
a
to play
PS,
it.
yeah, I mean, if I had a PS2, I'd be playing Tony Hawk's right now. But
Yeah.
would I be playing this?
Devil May Cry.
Yeah, exactly. I would be playing Devil May Cry. I would try this if I saw it on my shelf and I had nothing else to play, and I
Just try something new.
curious enough.
If you
to
like
give it a
Final
go,
Fantasy, give it a go. Like
but
if
I
you like
wouldn't-
the lore, it's very nice for the lore.
yeah, and I'm not into Final Fantasy at all, really. So
The typical though, if
I
you
used
think
to be.
about, put Final Fantasy aside. I have never played a Final Fantasy game myself.
That's
not
crazy.
one. I've collected the entire thing. I've not played one of them.
I've played 7.
I love the aesthetic of it, but this, I'm a Doom guy. I'm a first-person shooter Doom guy. So for me,
I'm a Fortnite
this is
guy.
right up my alley. Like I would totally be playing this game. I was interested to see why Bruce mentioned a couple times. I did notice your chat message about this. Why you keep saying you wanted to like this so bad, but obviously you didn't. So what were the reasons? What was the thing? Because you're also
the
a
game-
Doom guy.
He said
Like,
the
he
gameplay
comes from that
is so
era.
bad and clunky.
No, that James said that.
No, Bruce did. The gameplay never evolves and gets very boring. Right
Okay.
at the top of the chat there.
The gameplay does get very boring. It's the same thing over and over again. Like the shooting is just like all you're doing is shooting.
But you can say
That's
that
it.
about Doom.
And
yeah,
that
but at
was-
least Doom has like the intensity aspect. This game is like you don't get attacked until you visualize an enemy, versus the enemies will attack you before you even see them in Doom.
And Doom's gameplay is so much smoother and more
Yeah, intensive.
well-
It's
on
just
which,
intense.
On which
engineered.
platform?
All of
It
them.
doesn't. All of them. It doesn't matter. Doom is engineered towards a smooth,
Chaotic.
walking and shooting experience.
Yeah, it's a chaos
This
like
game
dungeon crawler.
is not engineered that way. It's,
Yeah.
it's
They were
just-
going for like an open world vibe and a linear like map, and they did a good job on that. Like the map routing was fine, but it was also
Doom
very
is
simple.
linear.
Yeah, exactly.
Doom is going through hallways and
I don't know
up
why
and
you're
downstairs.
comparing this to the masterpiece that is Doom. This is not Doom.
Well, I am definitely comparing it because I
That's
saw.
not a good. That's
I
not a fair
saw-
comparison. Doom's gonna smoke it. 'Cause Doom is
I
an incredible
disagree.
game.
I disagree.
You're crazy.
I
that's an
totally,
insane
I totally
statement.
disagree. I felt that this had more fluidity than the original Doom game.
Play the game later, and you'll take back every word you just said. The feeling when you're playing and holding the controller and doing the movement,
That's
looks
a different
visually.
story.
Exactly.
That
that's
is
the point that we're
100%.
getting across.
No, it's not
That's
the
what-
point.
No, it is though.
It is the point. We're talking about the gameplay.
We're talking about gameplay.
You're talking about the fluidity of Doom.
Is only something that exists when you're holding a controller.
That's
and
not the
playing
only
a
thing
game.
that we're rating. That's part of the rating.
Yeah,
We already
Unless you
discussed
watch
that.
But we
video
are
games all day, these
are-
people are playing video games. I'm playing the video
What
game.
we are saying in response to your bringing up Doom is that the gameplay. Do you understand what that means? The gameplay of Doom is much smoother and better engineered towards shooting and maneuvering.
Right.
Than the gameplay in this game.
Right.
This is an awesome debate. I'm
No,
loving this.
no,
this is.
'cause
I want more of this in our channel.
We're
Like I love
talking-
debates.
We're talking about the
I love it.
controls.
Yeah, we're talking
Okay.
about the controls. That's part of the
But
gameplay.
I'm talking about the visual fluidity of the character and the movements.
So graphics.
Yes.
That's
Right.
Yeah, that's
The graphics
its
are
own
nice.
thing.
We all said
agreed the graphics were nice.
The graphics are nice.
The graphics are nice, but the physicality and like the game physics and movement are
People
not.
still play Doom.
It doesn't
to this
feel
day
good when you're
for
playing
the
it, but it
gameplay.
looks good. It looks good while you're playing it, but when you're controlling it, it doesn't feel good. It could still look awesome and feel horrible.
100%.
I've played. If you guys have ever played the game, oh my gosh, what was it? It was like Destiny. I think it was called Anthem. That game it got dogged pretty bad because it had incredible, like, it took Destiny's graphics and went like through the roof with it, and then the gameplay was dog. It was awful. And so it fell off super hard because nobody wanted to. It was like similar to this, where it was just like almost too simple. Like everything was just like, it was one button you're clicking the whole time. You're moving around. The movement didn't feel super. It kind of felt a little clunky, and it tanked the game for that reason. And that can alone tank a game.
We had
Absolutely.
that.
Gameplay is one of the most important things.
Well, it's a
always.
video game at the end of the day.
The
Exactly.
best example is the last game that we played, which
not a movie.
also had bad controls.
Yes, bad gameplay.
Right? Okay, what you're saying gameplay, I'm calling controls. That's what
Yeah, they're
we're
not the
talking
same.
about.
They're not the
this-
same thing though.
Yeah.
Then gameplay to me is a much broader.
Gameplay is the
description.
gaming experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Yeah.
overall gaming experience. Not anything in particular, just the all-around gaming experience. As the player.
But every
It's the
time we
player's
talk
experience.
about it, you revert back to the actual controls that are the.
Yeah, because it's
problem.
part of the game experience.
I get that.
It's what it's
But
what's
That's
we
the
need to-
gameplay
We need to
experience.
be just specific, though. And if we're rating gameplay, then the graphics and the feel of the motion.
That's a visual.
Also have to play in.
That. No,
Yeah,
they're
no,
not a-
I
they're not a
Barney
part
and
of
me
that.
are 100% on the same page. Like
Everyone's on the same
graphics,
page.
that's like comparing a video game to a movie. Like it could be like this game would make a better movie than it did a game. It visually looked awesome.
Right.
The lore is sick, and the graphics are incredible. As a video game, playing as soon as you start playing the game, it sucks because it's like the movement is not good. And I don't mean to say the game sucks. Again, I gave it a 6. That's a pretty high score.
everyone
I've given
here-
3s out.
Everyone here,
Roger Rabbit.
Bruce, also you're misunderstanding me. I'm not saying that gameplay and controls are the same thing. I'm saying that controls are an essential part
Chat,
of
get
gameplay.
in on this.
No, controls are an essential part of gameplay, as
Light 'em
are
up.
other aspects of it. And what I heard most complaints about today are the controls. So that's why I mentioned it. And if we're going to be talking about gameplay, yet you're constantly focusing on the controls that were bad in the game,
Because it's
then
not,
you're talking about controls,
no,
which
because
is
we're
an
not just
aspect
because we're
of
not
the
just
whole
talking
of the
about
broader
controls.
thing.
We're also talking about how the game responds to
the
those controls
the physics,
and
the physics engine.
the level design, the physics engine.
Yeah, like I didn't know when the level ended and when a new one
the
began.
way your character moves when you press a button, which is related to controls in that you are using the controls, but we're talking about what the gameplay engine is doing in response to those controls. So there's a lot more to the gameplay.
That's right. Gameplay is a much
controls.
broader scope,
Right. But
and
this
controls is just one
this-
element.
wonderful
in it.
And this whole debate
all I was
is
saying.
because you said controls and gameplay are the same thing, but now you have
No.
realized the error of
It's
that
not,
statement.
yeah. It's not. It's
and
not the
you are
same.
now on
No,
our side of the
I didn't
debate.
say that. I was trying to
Reversion.
confirm. I was trying to confirm something that you mentioned
Back down.
that sounded like you were saying that.
All in all,
That's why
game's average is 6. You guys have been incredible.
That's what that debate was about. I was actually not saying that. I was saying no. You're complaining about the controls and you're giving a lot of the rating based on that, when you're really talking about a broader scope. So that's it. I don't think we misunderstood each other today.
No, but we need more of this. I think in chat, you guys are always welcome to get in on these debates. I want to talk more about like debate subjects in a sense of like things, because we all have opinions, and I love to break that down. I want to be, swayed. I want to like divert, and I want to have like intellectual conversation on video game, because that's not something that's out there that much these days from people of 3 very different age generations. Me being the youngest, Barney being the middle, and Yuval being our eldest, and we all have so many different gaming experiences, and I want to be able to toss that up. And I love debates. I just love going in. It's so fun, and I know you guys would be entertained to watch it, because that's what I watch on YouTube personally, is like people debating about stupid stuff like video games, and not saying it's stupid, but just fun things, fun things that you
just a
want to hear
game.
people debate on.
It's just
Because
a
at the
game.
end of the day, it is just a game. 100% it's just a game. But you want to take us out?
Yeah, I'm just reading chat here.
Yeah, it's blowing up. I'm loving it. See, this is like what I mean. Like, you guys need to get in on this. I love
James
this.
says
James with
Atari 2600 is a good console.
James
Yeah,
with
it
the
is a
garbage-
great console.
So
with
that's
the
a
garbage
whole other
opinions.
episode of
Tennis
debate
speech?
right there.
If
Yeah.
it wasn't for Ninja Golf, it wouldn't be worth existing.
Yeah, we should talk about that sometime. We should open up a whole separate section just for debates.
Just like the
And-
Game
Well,
Gear. The Game Gear should not even
If you
exist.
don't
either.
want
I
to
agree
see,
with
if you don't want to see James get mad again ever, like I don't ever want to see him get mad again, please do not debate that point with him.
It's not a debate.
I debate that point with him all the time.
It's not a debate.
You're a
because
braver
the
man.
Atari is a pioneer console. Like, it's
The Atari is a pile of crap.
It's a pioneer. It's got its flaws, it's got its quirks, but it's like we wouldn't have any games we have today if it wasn't for the groundwork that the Atari set.
The Atari has its place,
But that
the
doesn't make it an
trash-
amazing
in the trash
console.
with the Game Gear.
Here we
It's
go.
definitely dated.
Here we go.
It's definitely dated. We'll get into this in another time. You've all send us out, please, or we're gonna go on for the rest of the night.
And y'all know that I really agree with James on the Atari.
We know you do.
Yeah.
You own like 7. I own none for that reason.
Barney, could you grab that? The
The 2600. It's
Okay,
why
never
it's
mind.
plugged in.
I showed the controller.
something.
I got the controller right here. This is awesome. See, we're having a good time. That's what we're all about here at this channel. It's all about laughs, love, and
I will
talking
not
about our
agree with
passion of video games. And with the debate like that we just had, you can hear the passion that we're coming from. Like, we're all very passionate about this subject, and I love being
Big
able
time.
to.
No.
I love being able to convey that to you guys, to like let you guys know, like, hey, we debate these things just like you debate with your friends.
This also, the whole point of the stream is for educational purposes, not for just our viewers, but also for ourselves.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
We teach each
do
other stuff all the time.
This is the first time any of us have seen any part of this game tonight.
It's true.
So that's why we do this.
That's exactly why we do this.
Absolutely. Discovery.
And why is that, Yuval? Why do we do this?
Well, because to us, it's not just a game, right?
It's not just a game. Thank you, Yuval. That's
if you
exactly what I was
haven't
going to
subbed,
say.
if you haven't subbed to our channel, please do.
Like and subscribe.
This video will be posted for posterity probably late tonight, tomorrow. And you can go revisit our previous streams as well. We have them all posted. This was episode 31.
Crazy. That's
And,
insane.
Wow.
Yeah, and please
This
share
show's
out,
almost as
share
old
out-
as me. It's older than Logan over
Almost.
there.
Yeah, by a lot. It's by almost like a decade.
Please share out our channel. We'd really appreciate it. And these streams are a really important, integral part of what we do here. There's also some short content stuff that we post during the week.
Make sure you're also hitting that bell icon so that you know when we're going
Yeah.
live. Like
Yeah.
that's
Get
the
the
best way for you
notifications.
guys to notify so that we can ensure that you are on top of what we're doing. We want you guys to be here every time. We'd love your presence here, and we look forward to next time.
The chat has requested that we get Yuval playing ET on stream.
I don't think we'll ever get Yuval playing a game on stream.
I'm a private gamer.
He is. He's a
private
he's a
gamer.
low key gamer. He
I don't
he doesn't
I
post
don't
for
game in
posterity.
public.
Gaming for money.
Gaming for money. That's crazy.
Jeez.
We can make a bit out of that.
Well,
Let's
this
make a video.
clearly Logan did not connect the dots with the song that you just
I
did.
don't know if he knows it. He might be too young.
He's too young.
You know that song?
Which one?
I'm your private dancer.
No, I don't know.
See,
Dancing
that's why he didn't get it. It just
money.
went.
She goes
Way over his
dancing
head.
for money. So I said he's a private gamer, gaming,
Gaming
for money.
I get it now. Okay, who sings
For
it?
sure.
Tina Turner.
Oh, okay. I do know that song.
Of course you know that song.
Yeah, I do. As
just
soon
sang
as
it
you
so
said
badly.
Tina, as soon as you said Tina Turner, I knew it.
You had to hear Barney's rendition of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it was
gonna
way worse.
I'm gonna remix it.
Don't
Play
do us a
what
favor and
you
don't.
want me to play.
All right, guys, we've had a blast. Enjoy your night.
Thank
We
you.
will see you guys
Thank
next
you
time.
for coming. We'll be here in another 2 weeks with another game.
We'll be here for another 2 weeks.
I'm gonna be
So
here
keep
sleeping in
watching.
this chair.
This show.
And probably it's going to be a Saturday night next time. So
Hopefully.
like that's we're going to go back to the regular
Yes,
schedule. We have to
yes.
just move it this time. So
In
But
2
thanks for
weeks'
being here.
time.
appreciate you. Thank you so much, and remember to play nice with each other and be kind
Peace and
to
love.
each other.
Because to us, it's
Not
not
just
just
a
a
game.
game.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.